Something happened yesterday that I remember happening last week, posted in the Glitch in the Matrix subreddit by Locked in a Room. So a couple months ago I signed up for IPSY. It's a monthly subscription for makeup. I decided to cancel it about a week ago after I got an email saying my card couldn't be charged. The email was odd because it had a couple $100 on it and the subscription was only $10. I decided to cancel because I didn't really use any of the products in it. But today, I saw a charge for $10 on my account. I wrote an email asking them to refund my money. I paid bills yesterday. I should have had $16 left, not $6. Here's the weird part. I look up my cancellation emails and they were only sent yesterday. I had no time to do this yesterday. Never mind the fact that I have a clear memory of canceling on my day off last week. Yesterday, I slept until 11, went to work at noon, left at 4:30, paid bills, got home at 5:45. I made myself dinner, I did the dishes, I did some other household stuff. I went back to work from 8 to 11:15. I went to my sister's house to watch her stupid boyfriend get arrested. I didn't get home till after midnight. I had no time to deal with IPSY. The emails weren't delayed either because one was time sensitive. I had to confirm my cancellation within a certain time frame. I remember everything I did yesterday and IPSY wasn't one of them. I missed a day of class, but I was never absent. Posted in the Glitch in the Matrix subreddit by the Lance Corona. Alright, long-time reader, first-time poster, let the story begin in my AP Stats class. Today is Thursday, and our class got some quizzes back from a few days ago. I vaguely remember taking a quiz, but there are so many quizzes you take in school, they all kind of blend together, and I just assumed oh yeah, I guess I probably took a quiz. So far, everything to me is pretty normal, but this was a partner quiz, so as my teacher is handing back the quizzes, there is only one quiz per 2 students, hence partner quiz. My partner that I usually take partner quizzes with starts heading over to me, probably to show me the score we got on it. But he walks past me and starts showing it to another student class, which of whom was his partner for this quiz. So I'm confused, because I've sworn I took the quiz with him, because it was coming back to me now, us making jokes about the problems, etc. So I'm waiting for my new partner to come up to me and show me the grade, but nobody comes up. I'm asking the girl next to me when we took this quiz, and she says Monday. I was in class Monday, and I'm pretty sure I took this quiz. So she says there was a substitute teacher in class. I definitely remember a substitute, and I for sure remember taking this quiz now. I ask her if I can see the quiz, and it looks nothing like I've ever seen before. The material on it is related to the course, but nothing I've yet learned. I was never absent any of the days, and I never got a quiz back, and it turns out we also have a test tomorrow, and I'm just in shock because the universe went all weird on me. Dream telepathy or something else? Posted in the Glitch in the Matrix subreddit by the Twat Slayer. Not sure if this is the right sub for this, but several years back my BFF and I were sleeping in the same bed after a night out partying a bit in high school. We both remember this as clear as the night it happened. We both sat upright sometime in the middle of the night and started having a bizarre, fragmented conversation like this. We are in so much trouble. How do we get out of here? Your parents are gonna be pissed. What happened was that we were both having the same dream at the exact same moment, and we just somehow knew. This is why the conversation was so weird. We were dreaming we were trapped in a friend's car trunk and had missed my curfew. We never came out and said during this experience, we both just knew what was going on. After a minute I said, Audrey, we're just dreaming, we're in my bed. We went back to sleep. So is this some kind of dream telepathy or ESP? Has this happened to anyone else? My friend and I both have identical memories of what happened that night. Weird. Glitch or jumping dimensions? posted in the Glitch in the Matrix subreddit by Audibur. So I have a car, and I got myself a better radio for my car during the summer, and I specifically wanted a radio that had Spotify. So I got one that had Spotify Bluetooth Connect, and I would use it a lot. Then a few months later, I was getting in my car and trying to connect my phone, but as I was going through my settings, Spotify wasn't an option. I thought, weird, so I didn't think much of it, but once I got home I tried to get to the bottom of it. Turns out my radio never had Spotify, and I checked the box and it said Android. I personally hate Android because I have an iPhone. There's a little sticker on the radio that tells what features it has, and I can remember that Spotify was in it. But now it doesn't, and it says Android. And when I get my radio, I was excited because I can finally bump music with my friends, and I asked my friends if they remember me telling them that it had Spotify, and they do not remember. One of them was even freaked out, but didn't care too much. But for me, I'm losing my mind. Someone, please help me. Deja vu with job interviews, travel, mysterious strangers. Posted in the Glitch in the Matrix subreddit by Adipa17. My senior year of college, 1998, I was in the final rounds of job interviews for a job at a Seattle tech company. Two things were heavy on my mind. One, could I get the job? And two, should I stay with my boyfriend after graduation? My flight got delayed on a rainy winter night, and I had a late dinner in the smoking section, remember those, of the family restaurant with my journal. I ended up talking with a young woman who was sitting alone, drawing in a sketchbook. It was strange, an intense conversation. I spilled all of my problems to her, and she told me to stay with the guy no matter what, and it was all going to work out beautifully. She drew me a gorgeous peacock, which I hung on my wall for years afterward. I didn't get the job. I was crushed. I told my boyfriend we needed to talk about our future, and he said he'd follow me wherever I went. A few months later, I got a different job, we moved to a different part of the country, and we eventually got married. August 2008, I was in the final round of interviews for a job at a Minneapolis company. Thunderstorms and flight delays caused me to miss connecting flights, and I was stranded overnight in Houston. In the smoking area, I talked to a young woman from my flight, and we decided to split the cost and share a hotel room. Over a late-night dinner at a cowboy bar, harder to find a smoking section these days, we talked about my interview, job, and relationship challenges. She blurted, "Don't make a decision until after 9/11. She apologized, saying she didn't know where that came from or why she said it out loud. I laughed it off because, well, it was weird, and of course, I would take that job if I got the offer. I didn't get the job. I was crushed. A couple weeks later, on September 11th, a male friend came on to me. I followed that into a short, disastrous fling which almost destroyed my marriage. After therapy and a lot of work, we repaired our relationship and came out stronger on the other side. But it hurt. November 2016, I'm in the interview process for a new job, and I know I'm the top 2. Today is the day I'm supposed to get my answer. I am in Seattle for an unrelated business trip with strong deja vu and the feeling that I'm untangling a familiar knot in a new piece of string. Last night, my flight was delayed and we landed in the rain. An old lady offered me chewing tobacco, assuming I was a smoker. I quit 8 years ago. My marriage is strong, but a few days ago, an interaction with a male friend ignited a spark of attraction that I can't get out of my head, and I'm trying to figure out how and if to talk to my husband about this, and whether I need some distance from the friend. I feel like I'm being brought back into the same place repeatedly to play out different versions of the same scenario. I can feel it in the air. I'm not going to get the job.